Start to feel which nostril may be more or less dominant, right? We'll start the way we do with pranayama classes with our Ayur mantra as well. It's a nice way to begin. Chin slightly down, shoulders back. And then closing the less dominant nostril, 3 forceful inhales and exhales through the dominant. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then switch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring the hand down, wipe the nose if you need to. And then just take a nice deep breath into the lungs. Bring the palms together underneath the nostrils. Namaste to the prana, the life force within. Right? If we can recede a little bit beyond the surface of this time of year, beyond the overt qualities to the more subtle, and to the holiness that really begins from October, right? For many traditions, all the way to the end of the year. And this deepening holiness, silence that starts to permeate the universe and atmosphere. As you exhale, bring the hands down in front of the heart. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karevavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Ayurdehi. Om Pranam Dehi. Om Apanam Dehi. Om Dhyanam Dehi. Om Chakshur Dehi. Om Shrotram Dehi. Om Mano Dehi. Om Vacham Dehi. Om Atmanam Dehi. Om Pratishtham Dehi. Om Mam Dehi. Om Mai Dehi. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Good. As you exhale, bring the hands down onto the lap, palms face down. Jalandhara Bandha, the back of the brainstem region, long, chin slightly down. Lifting the chest up towards the chin so that there's ample space for the abdominal organs. Samavriti, even inhale, even exhale. As you start to maybe introduce Ujjayi Pranayam, feel how the breath circulates and touches not just the throat region, but balloons up into the soft palate, the Talu chakra. As you inhale, feeling the upper portion of the torso, and as you exhale, the lower regions. Good. Kapalbhati, as you inhale now, take the arms out and up. Fingers together as the arms rise, lifting the waist, interlace the fingers, right? Extending the elbows, lifting the waist. Let's see if the tops of the shoulders can be broad and relaxed. Chin remains down. Take one breath to see the interplay between pranavayu in the chest and apanavayu in the lower portions of the body, the inhale and the exhale. Good. Right, as long as you don't have any of the contraindications and you're not on your cycle, you can do the Kapalbhati. Otherwise, just continue to breathe in Ujjayi this way. 35 rounds Kapalbhati. Inhale. Contract the pelvic floor first, and then forceful exhalation, passive inhalation. Begin. Whenever you are done, slowly bringing the arms down. Good. Taking a deep breath here. Opening the eyes. Very soft gaze so that the eyes are looking forward but not at any particular thing. Brahma Mudra. Right? Looking in all directions. So as you inhale now, lift the face up towards the sky. Bring your gaze to the tip of the nose. One breath here. Soften the shoulders. Your next inhalation. Bring the gaze forward, head and neck follow. As you exhale, bring the chin down towards the notch of the throat. Eyes gaze to the centers of the eyebrows. One breath here. Right? Feeling the push and pull that happens naturally as the head moves. Your next inhalation. Gazing forward, head and neck follow. And then exhale, looking to the right corners of the eyes, right? Feeling the movement of the chin over the right shoulder. Gazing all the way back behind you. Move your toes, just remember the base of your body. Good. Next inhalation, softly forward with the gaze. Next exhalation, over the left shoulder. Feel the expansion and contraction of the abdomen, even though the movement is the upper regions of the body, staying connected to what's happening below. Good. And then next inhalation, coming forward and closing the eyes for a moment. Just feeling these four directions, right? The sides of the neck, the front of the throat, the back of the neck and the head. And extending that way of looking through the whole body, the front of the body, the back of the body, the sides of the body. Looking from the internal space of the heart. Good. Next inhalation, opening the eyes, right? You're going to come to lay down, but on your rolled blanket or bolster. We'll start with the lower back region. So you don't need a very high height for your blanket or rolled bolster. Rolling it tightly, you're going to come to sit in front of your blanket, keeping the feet on the ground, and then lay your sacrum down on top of your support. Taking the arms out into a T shape, letting the fingers curl, and breathing here. Good. We'll start a little bit with the passive release of the spine, and then start to actively move into bring the prana, the energy, up and down the spine as well. But the passive experience is passive in the body, but very active, very conscious in the mind and the mind's relationship to prana. So continuing the Ujjayi pranayam, continuing maybe 4 to 5 seconds inhalations, 4 to 5 second exhalations. Especially with every progressive exhalation, you may notice that there's some aspect of your pelvic region, your abdominal muscles that have a slight contraction. They take some time to let go into the support. If the breath is smooth, starting to introduce 1 to 2 breathing, doubling the length of the exhalation to the inhalation, and exploring that deep pond or pause at the end of the exhalation when everything is empty. This end of the exhalation, or the Bahya Kumbhaka, represents the state of the void in the universe. And then from that emptiness, nothingness, the inhale rises. Mind will want to travel up into the brain region to start the process of habitual thinking. But you all have been practicing bringing the mind to different pranastanas, different places of prana. Right now, deep in the pelvis, deep in the gut. Good. Last two breaths, maybe if it's comfortable for the lower back, extend the legs long, legs stay together. And then maybe the arms up overhead behind you, palms facing up. Full body stretch. But again, the movement of the limbs is extending from the core of the belly. Good. Next exhalation, if the legs are extended, slowly bend one knee, then the other. Bring the arms down onto your blanket or your bolster. Lift the back up off of the support and then slide the bolster up towards the upper back region. Just enough so that you can lay the sacrum down onto the ground. You'll inhale, come up slightly, and then slide the bolster even higher. So you're going to have the bolster at the region of the rib cage behind you. So the bottom of the bolster or blanket starts at the bottom, floating ribs, and then moves upwards towards the scapula, your shoulder blades. Good. And then take the arms out. Fingers can curl in an action of relaxation. Knees can be bent. Great. Here's a place you might feel a bit more sensation, maybe a bit more discomfort, as many of us hold immense tightness here, immense, restriction in the way we breathe, more towards the front of the body than the back of the body. So let the backs of the lungs really lay flat against the support, massaging the pressure points of the mid-back region. Notice how the breath rate maybe changes and start to introduce again that samavriti into 1 to 2 breathing. If the breathing is steady without any pauses or jerks, then you're welcome to extend the legs long. But notice if this changes the way you inhale. Just explore, right? As the chest broadens, the collarbones lift, the back of the head firm against the ground, right? The support underneath you invokes the Jalandhara Bandha, the chin lock, and feeling the energy pooling, the prana pooling in the space of the throat. Good. The legs are long as you exhale. Bend the knees, plant the feet down, and then you're just going to bring the knees side to side. So as you bring the knees to one side or the other, right, even rolling over, massaging the side rib cage on the left side, and then rolling over, massaging the side rib cage on the right side. Good. Anywhere where we're pressing into the organs, right, there's a lot of the pressure points are there, the marma points. So There can be a feeling of tenderness, achiness. Good. Next time you come to one side or the other, just lift up enough so that you can slide the bolster off to the side. And then come back down on the ground, extending the legs long, arms down by the sides of the body, Suptasana. Roll the shoulder blades underneath you, legs together, feet pointed or flexed. And now just feel the changes in the back region. As you inhale, reaching your right leg up towards the ceiling, toes can point. And then as you exhale, point the toes towards you. Next inhalation, reach both arms up, straight out from the shoulders. And if it's very comfortable and easy enough for you to hold the right big toe with your right fingers, then go ahead. Otherwise, this is where you might need your blanket or your strap. As you exhale, take your left arm out to the left side. Right, you can always hold the leg as well. Good. Now watch your breathing, even inhale, even exhale. Your next inhalation, lifting the chest, lifting the nose towards the extended right leg. Keep firming your left thigh bone towards the ground. And your next exhalation, lower the chest region down, back of the head firm against the ground. Inhale, slightly open the right leg out to the right side, just about halfway down at a 45-degree angle with the ground. Enough so that you're remaining with the lengthening of the leg, but not so far that you lose the essence of breath, the samavritti. Good. Next inhalation, firm the left leg, left side of the pelvis to lift the right leg back up towards the sky. And then exhale both arms and right leg down by the sides of the body, Suptasana. One breath here. Next inhalation, left leg comes up, pointing through the left toes, reaching with all the joints of the left leg. As you exhale, turn the toes down to face the nose. And then inhale, slowly reach the arms straight out from the shoulders. Right here you'll know, because you can see how far away the foot is, if it's easy enough to grab the left big toe with the left fingers, or hold the back of the leg, or use a strap now. If you're not using the strap, then inhale, take the right arm out to the right side, straight out from the shoulder. Good. Extending the legs in two directions. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the nose. One breath here as you exhale and inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower the chest and the head back down onto the ground. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, guiding the left leg over to the left side, maybe about 45 degrees, not too far, enough so that you can feel the movement of the pelvis. Good. And then slowly rooting the right leg, inhale, come back through center. And then as you exhale, Suptasana. Arms down by the sides of the body, right? Everything coming back to the midline, the center of the spine. Inhale, take the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Tadaka Mudra, as you exhale, begin to empty the abdomen. With Ujjayi, explore the pause at the end of the exhalation. Hollow out the belly, and then relax the abdominal muscles and breathe in. Balloon the chest, the abdomen, and then again begin to slow down the exhalations. Tadaka Mudra. Low back spine moves towards the ground. Empty, 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 empty. End of the exhalation now, maybe drawing up the bandhas. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, and Jalandhara bandha is already in place. Good. Relax the bandhas, relax the abdomen, breathe in. Last time, exhale all the breath out. Now listen carefully, hold the breath out, roll all the way up, come to reach for the tops of the feet or tops of the leg. Inhale, interlace the fingers, roll down the spine, extend the arms up behind you. Exhale all the breath out, slowly towards the Dhaka Mudra, that pond, deep pond in the abdomen. At the end of your exhalation, hold the breath out, rolling up, coming to reach for the sides of the legs or sides of the feet. Keep the breath held out for a moment and then inhale, roll down the spine. Nice and slow, extend the arms up overhead and then exhale all the breath out. Empty, empty, empty. At the end of your exhalation, hold the breath out, roll up, come to reach for the big toes. If you cannot touch the big toes, then anywhere on the shins is fine. Now stay here as you breathe in. And stay here as you breathe out. 3 breaths. We're not, in the end of the practice where Paschimottanasana comes more easily. So don't pull with the arms. Let the spine, especially the sacrum, tell you how far to go. Good. Next inhalation, interlace the fingers, lengthen out through the side ribs, rise up. Dandasana. As you exhale, take the hands down by the sides of the body, sides of the hips, chin down, Jalandhara Bandha. 1 breath here. Inhale to lift the waist. Exhale to press it down with the thigh bones. Inhale again. And then exhale, lean back, bend your knees, roll over onto your feet, Utkatasana. Hands in front of you, fingers together, round the spine, head down. Good. Again, feel that circulating energy of the Ujjayi pranayam in the soft palate region as the jaw joint softens. Slide the hands back, inhale, press into the earth, lengthen the legs, fold over in Uttanasana. For me, I like to focus first on the brainstem region in the back of the head, making sure that my neck is relaxed. And then traveling down the spine into the sacral region, feeling the support of the pelvis by the pressure of the heels into the earth. Good. Now using the heel bones, inhale, interlace the fingers or bring the hands to the hips, extend out and all the way up. As you exhale, Sammasthitihi or Tadasana. Coming to stand. Watch your breathing. Good. As you inhale, take the fingers straight out in front of you and all the way up. Broaden the fronts of the lungs, and then as you exhale, now bend your elbows out to the sides and slide the shoulder blades down the back. Gently releasing your hands down by the sides of the body. One more time. Inhale, take the fingers out in front of you and then straight up, pointing towards the sky. As you exhale, focus on the shoulder blades and the moving of these kind of giant glaciers down the back. Good. Relax the toes, widen the space between the toes. Inhale, take the arms out to the sides, Parshvabhangi. Interlace the fingers, press up. Keep the shoulder blades sliding down. Gaze forward and exhale, slight side bend over to the right side. 3 breaths here. Shorter inhalation and then longer, deeper exhalation. Right, really squeeze the exhale out of your body, out of the lower lobes of the lungs. Good. One more. And then inhale, pressing down through the heel bones, rise up. Remember, the breath starts before the movement and ends after the movement. As you exhale again, gaze forward, side bend over to the left side. Keeping the shoulders level, focusing deep in the lower lobes of the lungs, especially that right lung. Shorter inhalations, longer, smoother exhalations. Just enjoy. I mean, this is such a rare way to move the body. It's a way of moving the body that is in line with natural laws, in line with the way in which every expression is an art form. The curves, the lines, the way energy is placed through your consciousness. Inhale, slowly rise up. And then as you exhale, come halfway down, Ardha Uttanasana. Take the hands on the hips. Chin moves towards the notch of the throat. Using the hands on the pelvis, gently draw the pelvis back, lengthening the muscles that wrap along the sides of the sacrum. You can even take your thumbs at the lower back and gently press there. Good. Stay here if the lower back feels sensitive. Otherwise, inhale, Kagasana. Take the arms out to the sides, giant bird wings. Fingers are together, backs of the hands pressing up. Keep breathing. Good. Now inhale, pressing into the heel bones, rise all the way up. Arc the upper back, gaze up, keep the arms with the sides of the body. And then exhale, turn the chin down, come to fold all the way towards the ground in Uttanasana with the arms extending out. As you exhale, empty, empty, empty the abdomen, empty the lungs. As you inhale, feel the broadness of the shoulders, chest region as the arms extend. Good. Now press down through the heel bones. Inhale. Slowly rise up. Watch how the inhale may become a little bit staggered. Open the chest, gaze up, and then exhale, Samastiti. Notice the heart rate.
If it's beating fast, it's amazing, right? Simple movements, the heart rate really responds, pulse rate responds. Take the time to observe and relax your breathing, relax your effort. Get your breath back. Good. Next inhalation. Start to deepen your breathing as you bring the arms out to the sides and all the way up. Interlace the fingers, press up. As you exhale, Ardha Utkatasana. Come halfway down. Inhale, springing up, right? Not with the legs, but with the buoyancy of the inhalation filling into pranavayu into the chest. Exhale, relax the toes and the tops of the ankles as you sit down halfway. Good. Inhale. Again, slowly rise up. This time, exhale, take the hands out straight in front of the shoulders. Plug the upper arm bones into the shoulder sockets as you breathe in. And then exhale, sitting halfway down. If it's possible, continue your journey all the way down into your deepest squat of Utkatasana. 2 breaths here. Right? See if you can really bring the weight of your tailbone down towards the heels. And then next inhalation, relax the fingertips on the ground. Open the knees out to the sides. The heels are together behind you. And then round the spine, bow forward. Now there's a really exact center of gravity here because you have the weight of the head pulling forward and then the weight of the tailbone and pelvis pulling back. So bring your mind to the center of these two regions, right? Center of the abdomen as it really balances the body. Stay here, or as you inhale, wrap the upper arms around the shins and take the hands to hold the heels or towards the heels behind you. Head towards or on the ground. Good. One more breath. Now, coming back in the reverse direction as you inhale, if the arms are wrapped, taking them forward, keeping the spine rounded. Exhale here. And then with one inhalation, bring the knees together, arms out from the shoulders. Arms straight out, yeah. Exhale here. And then with one inhalation, rising all the way back up. Exhale, relax the arms down. Inhale, full Tadasana, take the arms up, take the heels up, rise all the way up towards the sky, heels together. Extend, extend, extend. Keep breathing here. One breath out and in. Good. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Observe your breathing. Inhale, take the arms out from the shoulders. Big T-shape, Kalasana, the bird gesture. And then as you exhale, begin to tip forward, lifting the right leg behind you, Virabhadrasana 3. Good. Strengthen the standing leg, press down through the heel bone of the left, reach up through the toes of the right. Still breathing. Exhale, relax the arms down If they touch the ground, bring them in line with the toes, bring the head down, foot up. Otherwise, stay in Kagasana, no problem. In your wide open arms, leg lifting. If the fingers are down now, inhale, parallel the upper body to the ground. And then everybody exhale, come to stand, Samastiti. Relax your breathing. Most likely, your breath has gotten away from you. Feel the heartbeat. Be patient and wait for the energies to realign themselves in your body, mainly through your breath rate and heart rate, the physiological indicators of awareness, of presence. If you're ready, start to deepen the breath. If not, just wait. You can always catch up later. Inhale, take the arms out to the sides, giant wings. And then exhale, begin to tip forward. This time the left foot is raising. Lifting from the inner thigh region, leveling out the pelvis, chin down. Strengthen both legs equally. Your next exhalation, if you'd like to take the fingertips down in line with the toes and bring the head towards the knee, you may. Otherwise, just staying in your Vajrasana 3. Keep attempting to regulate your breath rate, regulate your heart rate in challenging postures. And then if your fingers are down, inhale, parallel the upper body with the ground, extend the arms out. And everybody exhale, come to stand, Samastiti. Don't force a deep breath. If the heart rate is beating fast, just let the breath go. Just observe. Good. Open the eyes, bend the knees, come down, lay in Shavasana just for a moment. Relax all the joints. That yogic breath is really what gives harmony to our Annamaya Kosha, our physical sheath. 5 breaths a minute, 6 breaths a minute or less. Restoring the processes of the organs and nervous system. Good. Start to deepen your breathing now. As you inhale, come back into Suptasana. Legs together, arms down by the sides of the body, palms face down. Back in Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Reach them behind you. And then exhale, bend your left knee, foot on the ground to roll over onto your abdomen. As you roll over onto your abdomen, coming into Makarasana, second variation, forearms on the ground. Elbows maybe slightly wider than the shoulders, fingers together. Good. If it's comfortable for your thighs, bring your legs together as well. And then pressing the forearms and hands into the ground, lifting the front of the chest, and exhale, lower the chin down. Relax the buttocks. Good. Inhale, lifting the face only, opening the front of the throat. Eyes are closed, but maybe they look up to the center of the eyebrows. Good. And then exhale, spin the elbows out to the sides. Relax the head down on the layered palms. Next inhalation, take the hands back by the sides of the body, forehead down. Exhale here. Bending the knees, reaching back. See if you can hold your ankles. If not, this is where again the strap comes in handy. Wrap the strap around the ankles and hold the strap. Legs are together if it's comfortable or slightly apart, but the energy of the legs is moving towards the midline. So even if the legs are apart, there's a slight drawing in towards the pelvic floor. Now, pointing the toes up, lengthening the fronts of the ankles. Inhale, just lifting the chest region so that you feel yourself balancing on the center of gravity, which is your abdomen and pelvic region. Exhale here, keeping the chest lifted. And then next inhalation, pushing into the hands or the strap, right? That pressure maybe rises the knees and the thighs up, lengthening the thigh bones. Bring the heels away from the body in Dhanurasana. Exhale, relax everything down. Good. Now inhale again. Rise up now, everything all together. Chest, thighs, arms. Stay here. Or you give a little rock to the right side, rolling over onto the right side in Dhanurasana. One breath here. And then inhale back to center. As you come back to center, rise back up to Dhanurasana. And then exhale, a little rock to the left side. And then reaching the legs back, opening the chest as you are Parshva Dhanurasana. Good. And then exhale back onto your belly. Relax the legs. Hands down by the sides of the chest. Lift up. And then Balasana. Child's position. Lengthening the back. This is where your blanket can come underneath your forehead if you like. That extra touch for the frontal lobe region is nice to soften the experience of the mind. Arms can relax down by the sides of the body. Create that spaciousness in the mouth region. Good. If the arms are back by the sides of the body, extend them forward as you inhale, and then rise up onto your knees, or onto your shins, coming into Vajrasana. Palms down at the knees, chin slightly down. Breathing here. Bring the right ear over the right shoulder. Lengthening the side of the neck on the left side. Inhale back to center very slowly. Neck is very tender. And exhale, left ear over the left shoulder. Notice how the shoulders respond.
And then inhale, slowly coming back, opening the eyes, right? This is where maybe you will go to a wall. We're going to be practicing the Pinca Mayurasana. And that means the prep towards Pinca Mayurasana as well, the scorpion, right? So it's helpful if you're near a wall. You don't have to kick all the way up, but just to know the wall is there, right, is nice. And we can practice, right, the prep version, which is the forearms on the ground. So if you come into all fours, right? So get your space where you feel comfortable. Pincha Mayurasana, if you're not familiar with the Sanskrit, it's the forearm stand. Right? And the prep is nice for building the strength in the upper body. So as you come to a wall, your fingers are about 4 inches away from the wall, and you just come down onto the forearms. Good. Right? And same thing here, fingers are together, pressing the forearms down, gazing forward, right? Tucking your toes, and then lifting the legs, right? Coming into a version of Adho Mukha Svanasana with the forearms. And just breathing here, we'll stay here for about 5 breaths. So inhaling, and then as you exhale, just relax the head and the neck, and breathe out. Start to empty, empty, empty in the abdomen. Explore the void or the pause at the end of the exhalation. Good. And then breathe in from there. Two more breaths. Seeing how the arms feel today is a good indicator, right? We're already in the pose. How the breath is responding here. Good. And then next exhalation, bring your knees down. Just relax for a moment. If that relaxation means sitting in Vajrasana on your heels, that's also a wonderful place to be. Again, here you get your breath back. I really prefer Vajrasana as a kind of intermediary pose between the inversions that we do. Really settles the pelvis, settles the mind into the experience of the base of the body, right? The prana available there to give us the energy maybe to invert. If you're on your cycle, of course, you will not invert the pelvis. You can stay with the prep or legs up the wall. Rest of you can try. As you inhale now, come back onto your forearms. You can touch opposite shoulders just to make sure that the spacing of the arms feels good, right? Usually if we can touch the opposite shoulders with the fingers, it's the right amount of space for the forearms. Forearms are parallel, fingers facing the wall, fingers together. Good. Now tuck the toes. You can watch first if you like, but if you're familiar with this, you can go right up, lifting the hips, walking the legs now closer towards your body. And then from here, as you inhale, maybe lifting one leg. So this can be your variation for today. Lifting one leg, feeling the lift here. Or interlacing the fingers, bottom pinky in, right? I like to come first into the headstand, and then pressing my forearms into the ground, relaxing my palms, and then lifting up. So you can see headstand is also a variation here, but a nice way to come up into Pincha Mayurasana is to have the headstand, rise the legs up. Once the legs or heels are connected, then lift, and see if you have the power of that inhalation, pranavayu, to lift the chest. If not, you stay in the headstand. Good. If you're working with the one leg or the other, remember, the lift of the leg comes from abdomen. And from the lift of the abdomen,
right? That's the inhale in the chest, ballooning the lungs. And then lowering the leg, trying the opposite leg, lifting up, gazing forward. Good. And then slowly exhale, come down. Come to sit on your heels, Vajrasana. Relax your breathing. Again, don't force a deep breath if the heart is beating fast, no matter which variation that you were involved in. Now, letting that go and being fully involved in this posture. Slide the hands back behind you, lean back, and then inhale, lift the pelvis, open the front of the chest and the throat. As you exhale, slowly lower down, bring the pelvis off to one side, kicking out the legs. Inhale, rise the arms up, point or flex the toes, and then exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. If you would like a restorative version, bend your knees, take your arms underneath the body, and then hold opposite elbows as you relax the head down. Right, as you know, maybe in Vinyasa Krama, Paschimottanasana turns into a mudra, right? That's because we practice the bandhas in Paschimottanasana. And the first way to begin that is start to lengthen the exhalation longer than the inhalation. So inhale for 5. Exhale up to 10. At the end of your exhalation, hold the breath out as long as you're not on your cycle or pregnant, maybe with or without the bandhas, and then relax the abdomen and breathe in again. If your inhalation after holding the breath out is relaxed, then it's a good indicator to continue with the mudra practice. If the inhalation becomes very jagged or shaky, then just continue with even inhale, even exhale. Chin down, at the very least in Jalandhara Bandha. Again, with the mudra, it's breathing in for 5, out for 10 or up to 10, holding the breath out, up to 5 seconds with or without the bandhas, and then relaxing and breathing in again. Feeling that crucible in the center of the abdomen, right? It's where all of the magic, the alchemy happens in Hatha Yoga. Where the Kundalini begins to transform into prana shakti, into available active life force from its dormant state through the work of your breath, awareness, and engagement with the Manipura, with the center of the belly. Good. Now, relax and then breathe in, interlace the fingers, rise up. As you exhale, take your hands behind the hips, fingers facing forward, bend your knees, feet together or towards together. Pratikriya, inhale, opposite action, lift the hips, open the front of the body. Exhale, lower down. And then again, lift the hips, open the front of the body, and slowly exhale. Once the hips touch, relax your upper back down, knees in towards the chest, Apanasana. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then inhale for Shavasana. Relax, legs wide, arms wide. Support the knees or the back with the bolster if you need, or keep the knees bent. Right? We did a lot of the back opening, so it could be speaking a bit. Yeah, get warm and cozy, especially feet. Before we really dive into the inner space, bring your mind to the nostrils, invoking that Chandra Nadi with Chandra Bhedana, just with the mind. As you inhale, focus your mind on the left nostril, breathe in. Hold for a moment, shift the focus to the right nostril, and exhale. Inhale, mind focuses at the left nostril, breathe in. Hold, shift the focus to the right nostril, exhale. One last time, inhale, left nostril, light hold, exhale, right nostril. Relax the gaze now towards the entire body, all the joints of your body. Letting the gateways of the joints open. And just feeling the sensations in the limbs, the torso, down through the big toes. Very good. With your next inhalation, gather your mind in Anahata, in the center of the heart. And with your next exhalation, travel your way inside the chakra, inside the place, this cave of the heart, where your inner being resides. For a moment, touching that place beyond space and time.
Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. If you're laying on the ground, breathe deeper. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Enliven your body. The breath originating from the heart extends in all directions through all nadis into the very tips of the fingers, tips of the toes, and top of the head. Bring the legs together if laying down. Extend the arms up. And then stretching the body, exhale, roll up to sit. As you sit, let the pelvis drop into the center of the earth. And from that deep center, the spine rises up, Mount Meru, central mountain of your universe, your body. Bring your mind deep into the gut, center of the abdomen. As you exhale, surrender your body to Mother Earth. As you inhale, rise up. Bring the palms together, generating heat. Heat to face. Good. Very good. And then slowly opening the eyes. Thank you.